Hi, it's Mark here from Callroute, and in this video I'm going to do a whistle-stop tour on our number reporting analytics in the Callroute portal. This feature has been out now for about a month, maybe a month and a half or so, and if you're using it, great. We hope that you're having a good time with it. If you're not using it and don't know anything about it, we do number management for Microsoft Teams, so that's covering all Operator Connect, direct routing, calling plan numbers, and you can sync those to our portal to manage the ranges and manage user assignments in the portal without having to use spreadsheets. So we thought it would be a great idea to bring in some analytics around number ranges and the number usage so that you can take appropriate proactive action if you need to. So when you log in, you'll notice now that you have a grid of 10 or up to 10 most used number ranges. So these will show you the 10 most consumed ranges that are getting the fullest, so that you can take more proactive action if you recognize a range is becoming fully consumed, whether that's going off to your telecoms provider, purchasing more numbers for that range, or whether it's a housekeeping exercise where you review who's assigned numbers in that range, and maybe you can free up a few so you don't run out. Inside the numbers section where all your ranges are stored, you'll notice now that you have these indicators at the top of each card, and these indicators are green, amber and red. So when they're red, they're exceeding your number threshold. So what is a number usage threshold? This is a percentage value that you can set as an admin where you want to be alerted when a particular range has assigned numbers over that threshold. So if you have 1,000 numbers in a range and you set your threshold to 85%, it means that when you assign your 851st number to a person in that range, your admin is going to get an email alert to say that that range is now getting full, so that you can take the appropriate action to stop it getting full, so that when you have to assign a phone number in that range in the future, you're not prevented because there are no numbers available in that range. You can configure these on a per range basis. So if you have a large number range, for instance, like say 1,000 numbers, you might want to configure your threshold to be quite high. You know, if it's 1,000, you set it to 90%. That's 100 numbers free before you run out. But for on a smaller range, you might want to set that a little bit lower so that you don't run out quickly. You can do that by clicking on the edit name and description and using the slider here to change the threshold accordingly and save it. You don't have to do this on every single range, but you can do. If you want to apply a default threshold across all your ranges, then you can come into the admin section here, go down to configuration and toggle on the high usage warning, and then use this slider here to set the range warning threshold that's going to be applied to all ranges in your number range inventory that don't have a customized range threshold set. In the reporting section now, you'll notice that we have a numbers report tab which you can report over a period of time. You can go all the way back to when we first started taking reports for number ranges, so there's no limitation on that. Again, it gives you an overview. This dashboard you've seen on the overview page, it's the same thing. The exhausted number range, so this shows you all the ranges that have exceeded the usage. So these are all the ranges that are full and don't have any free numbers available, so you can take emergency action there to perform some housekeeping or contact your provider to order some more numbers. You can also see how many numbers are assigned to people or user accounts, how many are unassigned, how many are reserved for future use across all your ranges here in a simple bar chart. So you can have a quick high-level overview how your ranges are performing as a whole. And again, by type as well. So if you want to break that down into bring your own carrier numbers with using BYOC with Callroute, if you're using direct routing yourselves, if you're using calling plans, Operator Connect, or all four, then you'll be able to see how many numbers you've got spread across each of those types. And again, we can go down into numbers by country as well, so you can see how many numbers you have hosted in several different countries across your estate. Down by range, and you can go into range here and look at each of the ranges to work out or visually see how many ranges numbers in that range you have reserved, assigned and free. And you can remove ranges, you can search for ranges, you can add the ranges in that you want. The graph is limited to showing 10 ranges at a time. And the similar by tag and also by your custom locations as well. So you get a very detailed overview of your number assignments using the report tool, so that you can use it for proactive maintenance to make sure that when it comes to crunch time and you have to assign a phone number in a particular range, category, type, location, etc., that you're not going to be stumped because you don't have any free numbers available. So that's the whistle-stop tour of our number reports feature. I hope that you find it useful. It's certainly better than using a spreadsheet that might be out of date and trying to work this out manually. I hope it's of use to you. Let me know your thoughts and see you next time.